Have y'all ever been in a situation like this?
Oh shit.
Then you probably want to have a winch on hand to pull you out of those sticky situations. Like this. And you probably want to know what winch we run out there. And more than likely, you've probably heard about the difference between steel winch line and synthetic winch line. Well, let's sit and talk about it. On today's episode, we are Swamp Fox Overland and Outdoor.
Hey y'all, this is Rich with Swamp Fox Overland and Outdoor. Hope you're doing well. I just wanted to show you what we're working on today. Is we've got Badlands 9000 ZXR, really great winch, and as you can see, it's on the back of the truck. This winch has gotten me out of a lot of good trouble. As you can see, I obviously need longer leads to get to the front of the truck, but it's a 9,000 pound winch, regular clutch. I do have a wireless remote that goes to it as well, which is sometimes handy, but we're gonna swap it over to synthetic line. Nobody's ever seen this setup and how this is done. It's literally a big set of jumper cables I have to weave down the truck. For now, for all intents and purposes, I put it up on the basket, but have a quick connect, leads down. We're gonna separate those in a second to the winch. It's a pretty simple power setup, just like jumping off a car. Next step is pretty easy. We're gonna let this bad boy all the way out, man. And next, there is an Allen key in there. I want to say it's a 5/32 or maybe a 4mm, but we got to pull that one out. That's what's holding our lead on. This is a really important step here. You can see how there are some lines from the old steel wire or rope. It's really important that you take a piece of sandpaper and some WD-40 and get some of those burrs off, because if it snags the synthetic rope, it's going to fray it. Take the winch remote, spray a little WD-40 on it. Winch in or out. Oh, and also, you're not going to want to keep that roller fair lead on there because that's probably got some burrs on it as well. So I got a brand new aluminum house fair lead as well to go in today. There are just those certain times where your hands don't do what you expect them to do. So, here we be. This might be the hardest part of the project. Tools make it so much easier, man. Well, that ain't going nowhere. Yeah. Unlike some of the older Badland winches and this line, I don't have to cut anything off this line. I just have to make sure that it aligns, which is really awesome because it goes right into that side drum The older ones you had to thread into the drum and have a set screw, but luckily I just have this. I want you to remember that this set screw is not meant to hold all of the load. The thing that helps your loads is the layer of this wrapping up on the drum. So don't think that this is what's going to hold you in. It's not. Now, just reel in your winch line and you're almost done. Alright, so I think this turned out pretty good. Look at how clean that line is. That looks really good. Got the new red hip gun here. I had a collar to sit on here, but it doesn't quite fit, so I've got to buy some extra bolts. But other than that, it's super clean, and I like the way it looks. Real smooth. I like that black line. I had to fix that that remote piece, and then I've got a cover that goes right over it. So everything is protected when it's back here. But man, it looks so clean, other than it being super dirty. One of the biggest reasons that I didn't love the steel line, as touted as it is it can be dangerous if it hasn't been maintained really well. This one has been used a good bit, but I mean, you see that little kink? That little kink will never come out. It wraps up really funny. I've got a couple of those in there from just use and abuse. And every single one of these metal pieces, if this retains energy and snaps, I mean, it could be a bad day for somebody. It could kill somebody. And so, you know, when the synthetic line snaps, it actually doesn't retain any energy and it falls directly to the ground. Now, that doesn't mean don't use a dampener, but that does mean that it is much, much safer. Plus, 60 foot of line, 85 foot of line. I probably even had a little bit of room where I could go 100. But anyways, I think that's a win. I got a lot of questions about what I do with it after I'm done. Well, I wrap it up, of course. It wraps up right around the solenoid box and sits really neat. And then, like I said, you sack it. It's a semi-weatherproof case here. Keep some of the dirt and the mud out. And remember, I don't keep this on the truck all the time. So this comes off the truck and sits in the bed, or it sits in the house, whichever I decide I want to do. Again, I like to have it in the bed if I don't have anything that I'm carrying, for those just in case oh shit moments. So that's why we have it, right? But it doesn't take up a lot of space in the bed. You just tie it down. Maybe eventually I'll go with the permanent option, but this is a budget build and it's gotten me out of a lot of stuff. All right, well, leave a comment down below. I appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully this is useful for you guys. It's real easy to swap out this line, and this thing gets me out of trouble. I appreciate it, and I look forward to speaking to y'all in the next video.
Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. And hit the bell to be notified that we are out here. In the meanwhile, we are Swamp Fox Overland and Outdoor. Until next time.